Hey everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and today I want to tell you about something really important. It's concerning a bunch of brokers that if you're actually with any of these brokers, you may want to take some immediate action by logging into your account and see if you can actually withdraw some money. Okay, because what I just found out is that top option, options click, prestige option, excellence option, platinum option, pro option, dragon option, and traders trust, they have all had their licenses suspended by CYSEC, which of course is the Cyprus regulation authority for many of the binary options brokers out there. And so at this point of time, the reason why these brokers have been suspended is because they do not have a sound funds and capital ratio. Basically, what this means is that their operating funds may actually be very little to the point that as accountants may determine, they are actually not in a position to be able to pay out traders if traders are actually making money. So this is something that's quite serious, and it's actually something that you should be definitely paying attention to if you have worked with or are working with these brokers, and you may have still an account there with some funds inside there. Go ahead, log in, and take some immediate action right now. Okay, so I want to show you, this is something that I dug up from the website. As you can see, okay, Traders Trust, game tag is for pro option, dragon options, and of course there are more, but I've only just screenshotted these ones. So it says suspension of CIF license, and this is top option. So right now at this point of time, we go into the website, it says, unfortunately due to regulatory constraints, we can no longer allow access to a website for traders in your region. So they'll be showing this to many people around the world. I tried this with different proxies and VPNs and got the same result. So over here, this is prestige option. Unfortunately, due to regulatory constraints, we can no longer allow access to a website for traders in your region. Same information. Also want to point out to you that both of these brokers seem to be using a spot option platform, and as a matter of fact, I've actually spoken with spot option before in the past, and they were offering that. I mean, I spoke to some consultants, and they were saying that you don't actually need a lot of money to start a broker. So it was actually disturbing to me if how a broker can possibly be started up for less than a six-figure amount sometimes, and still get regulated. So I'm not sure whether these brokers itself have less than six figures in their capital, but if they're regulated and they have less six figures, that's actually quite disturbing. Because what if we come to a situation in a month where many traders are taking a lot of the same trades, they're winning trades, okay? So this is the next one, Dragon Options, and it says that please be informed that from the 1st of March, your trading account has been transferred to Rainbow Capital, and it says all binary has been stopped, and any positive balance is being transferred to Forex trading. Well, I know that a lot of people do binary trading because they find that binary trading is so much quicker in terms of making money than Forex, and I don't think that's what you want. But most importantly, this is being transferred to a Forex account where you can take your money right out of. And if you are in this broker, you should do that immediately. Alright, now this one here is Dragon Option. It's the same thing here. It's the same screen basically. Over here is this Dragon Option as well. And alright, and this one here is Excellence Option. Excellence Option, what you can see is that there is actually no area where you can click to sign up. Usually most of these brokers using spot option will have like a form where you can sign up with. And over here you don't see that. So it's very template similar. These three brokers all very similar in nature. I went to optionsclick.com. Optionsclick.com is totally suspended. Alright, this link was the link given by Google, and it is not available for access. Okay, now this is Pro Options. Pro Options at the bottom says the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission has suspended the license of GameTech as of 13th of March until further notice. For any question or assistance, please contact GameTech. Okay, and then this is Traders Trust. Traders Trust used to be a binary broker, but when I went to the website, there's nothing on the website anymore. It's basically just changed to a Forex website, and they talk about look at this 1.8 plus tight spreads. Well, that's not competitive at all to many of the Forex brokers out there. So what makes them different? Nothing much. So it's not that the binary game is over. The binary game is still on, but many brokers out there have just been jumping on the bandwagon thinking that it's just so easy to get started, and after a while when they find that as authorities catch up, and gladly so that the CYSEC is catching up to put a stop to this, or bucket shop brokers who operate with a minimal dangerous, risky funds and capital risk ratio. So it's actually cleaning things up. So at this point in time, only the bigger players still remain, and bigger players are obviously putting on a much better show for people as well. So what goes into a reliable binary options broker? Okay, regulated, the more the better. And you want to look for something that has efficient customer support, all right, and a transparent operating structure. What is transparent about? As in, like, in terms of price feed, execution, all right. A lot of brokers got fined because of their price feed, showing something, but when people click the trade, they get a different price that doesn't match. So price mismatches, that's something that CYSEC actually goes around fining brokers for, because that's a way of gaming against the trader. So, like, on the same point, it doesn't rely on manipulation of traders' trades to protect the broker's capital. So a lot of these brokers, as I mentioned in one of my previous YouTube videos about broker risk management is when the broker is making use of scripts to kind of either, most of the time, all right, most of the time it's going to be like, putting a delay on your execution, putting a price difference on yours, or sometimes you even see that your trade in your terminal is not behaving the same way as a third-party site. Third-party site, look, I'm talking about like Thomson Reuters price feed, TradingView price feed, NetDania, MT4, all right, and no aggressive upselling, okay, and then no policies and lock clients against withdrawal, all right, and a reliable broker should also provide you a demo account that functions like the real. So what this means is that when you take a trade on a demo account, if the real account is not going to let you through because of market volatility, the demo account, should also prevent you from entering that trade. And if the live account is going to give you some buffer or spread on for the trade entry, then the demo account should do the same as well. And then only that way you can make a sound decision on which broker that you want to go with. Alright, so you must be wondering, does such a broker really exist? Alright, I have good news for you. I've actually found a broker that has regulation by CYSEC, FCA, Regafi, Consort, and FMRRC. That's 5 different regulators. Now, they have non-invasive 24-hour live support. It's mainly by live chat, but they also have phone numbers that you can call. Non-invasive meaning that they actually have it in their operating instructions that they will respect the level of contact that you desire. They're not going to intrude into your privacy by ringing you through the night, or let's say consistently persuade and trying to basically manhandle you into taking trades that you don't want to trade. And now over here, this is the big thing. All right, I previously mentioned about manipulation against the trader. In this particular broker that I'm going to be revealing to you very shortly, they have a broker and money management system that protects the broker's funds without disadvantaging the trader. So what does this mean? It is a system that basically is set up in place with a very complex algorithm that only allows a certain number of trades going through in either direction. And this way, it prevents them from being in a state of overpaying, and at the same time, it also prevents them from making a loss in total. As you know, the brokers do make their gains between, let's say when an equal amount of buyers and sellers are taking the same trade, and then they make the difference in that payout. So they make somewhere between the 30 and the 50% of the difference in that. And this algorithm actually helps them to basically be profitable, but still letting you take your trades. So this is a lot different from the way people work, but the most important part is it's transparent. Okay, it shows you, once you actually go into the link that I'm going to be giving you shortly, you can see how that's actually done in place. There's no funds lock-in, there's no dormant fees. Some brokers charge you as much as $50 a month for not trading on your account, because sometimes we understand that how a lot of people like to test a strategy or test their own trading psychology, and they may be doing demo trading for months. Okay, and when people are doing that, not realizing that their live account has been deducted of $50 again and again and again. With due respect, it is actually very important to sometimes take a break from live to go back to demo to fine-tune the way that you trade so that you can actually get back into live and trade it better. But you definitely don't want to be going from a demo back into your live account only to find that $100 is missing, $150 is missing because you've been inactive for a period of time. There's no minimum turnover for you to withdraw your funds, and that's very important. Some brokers out there require you to turn over 100% of your account's volume. Some brokers require you to turn over as much as 10 times of what's in your account, and that can be quite unachievable for some people. There's a fully functional and self-refilling demo account that works exactly like the real thing, and you don't actually have to be forced to make a deposit of some sort just so that they can oblige you to refill your account. As a matter of fact, it's done automatically as well. So sometimes we do try strategies, and sometimes we do get a little bit over aggressive. And sometimes, obviously it's best that we're trying funny stuff on our demo than our live. But when we do it on our demo and it wipes out, they automatically refill it for you. This broker also has, this is something that I mentioned in my recent video about sometimes you think, or you know that you won, but then the broker says you lost. So what do? So they have a very professional handling of broker error as well, whereby, let's say if you have taken trades during the system being down for whatever reason, or let's say you know that you won, broker says you lost, and then you make an inquiry, and then they say, oh, we're currently having a system error, we're having an update, and then they say, please check back in an hour or 12 hours, all erroneous trades will be rectified and credited. So what has happened is that this broker has a policy of actually paying out full profits on all the error trades. Okay, so what broker are we talking about right here? Head over to this link and find out. Okay, this is the link to go to http://thebinarylab.net/recommended. Alright, this is the broker again, thebinarylab.net/recommended. And this is a different broker, of course, than the ones I'll recommend for those of you in US and Canada, Australia and New Zealand, because unfortunately this broker does not accept people from US, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. But if you go to these links, I have regulated brokers for you that are highly rated by our members that you can also look into as well. So it's for those in US and Canada, it's thebinarylab.net/USCA. For those in Australia and New Zealand, it's thebinarylab.net/AUNZ. Alright, these are brokers that are regulated in your countries, and the practices are good and fairly responsive. Withdrawals are done fast. But for all of you outside of US and Canada, Australia and New Zealand, head to this link right now, get yourself a demo account or a live account, but try the fully working demo first, and then make the right decision to go live. Have a test of their of all the things I've been telling you about. Have a test of their support system, and then go live. thebinarylab.net/recommended. Share this video if you find it useful, and in the meantime, if you have brokers with you have broker accounts with any of those brokers I mentioned earlier today, please look into them right now. It is very important that you protect your money, because you want to get your money out before the broker actually disappears from the web officially. I mean, there was one broker that already disappeared, taken their site off, and you need to just get your funds out fast, because what if you have a couple of thousand sitting somewhere? Sometimes you may have joined a scammy program somewhere, and they made you deposit funds somewhere that you've forgotten about. So go check your emails if you have accounts with these brokers, and pay immediate action to that now. See you in the next video.